Hi everyone, King here from Eastside Royal Knights, and today let's discuss the Jesmon deck. Let's start with my Digitama. I'm using the Gurumon from BT8. This Gurumon is the best one for Jesmon since it has an effect that when attacking, if this Digimon is 6000 DP or higher, you may draw one card or you trigger draw one card. The next card that I have is a BT13 Hawkmon. Its main effect is when you play a Sistermon during your main phase, you may digivolve this Digimon to a Hawkmon, or to a Bao Hawkmon rather. And its inherited effect is when a Sistermon is played during your turn, you gain +1 memory. The next one that I have for you is a Hawkmon from BT6. This is a great Hawkmon because on play for 3 cost, you may search your top 5 cards, get 2 either Hawkmon, Jesmon, or a Sistermon from the 5 cards that you revealed, and then you may bottom, and then you have to bottom or put the rest at the bottom of your deck, whichever way you like. So next we've got the BT13 Bao Hawkmon. So its main effect is also the same as the BT13 Hawkmon. However, when you play a Sistermon during your turn, and this is in the battle area, you may digivolve this Digimon to a Saber Hawkmon -2 cost. And its ESS is the same as the BT13 Hawkmon. If you play a Sistermon during your turn, you gain another memory. The next one that we have is the BT6 Bao Hawkmon, and this Bao Hawkmon is still the best Bao Hawkmon in my opinion from the previous set, because if you have a Sistermon in your field and you're attacking with this Digimon, its inherited effect is you may delete 5000 DP or less in your opponent's board. Next we've got our L5. Our level 5 first is the BT13 Saber Hawkmon, which is the main effect is the same as the other BT13s, but this one is that when you play a Sistermon, yeah, it's still the same. You may digivolve this Digimon to a Jesmon -2 cost, and if when attacking, you may play a Sistermon from hand or trash. That's the ESS of this Digimon. Our next Digimon is one of each from the previous set. One from BT6 Saber Hawkmon, which is restricted to 1. When digivolving, you can play a Sistermon from hand, and its inherited effect is when you're attacking, you may unsuspend this Digimon once per turn if you have a Sistermon in play. The Saber Hawkmon is when digivolving, its main effect is you may attack an unsuspended Digimon from your opponent's field. The ESS is also the same as the BT13. When attacking once per turn, you may play a Sistermon from hand or trash. Next, we've got our level 6. Our first level 6 is from the right, Ganku X. When digivolving, you may play a Sistermon from hand or trash. If you do, this Digimon gains +2000 DP, and you can't reduce, or your opponent can't reduce this Digimon's Digivolution, its DP rather, and they can't return it back to the deck. The other one is an ST Jesmon, dubbed as the Jesmon Blitz. When digivolving, Blitz, and when attacking once per turn, you may play a Sistermon from hand. If you do so, this Digimon gains +3000 DP, security check +1. Next, we've got my favorite, Jesmon X. It's digivolve for 3 from L5, but digivolve for 0 or for free from a Jesmon. So it's piercing, that's its main effect. And when digivolving, you may play a Sistermon from hand or trash. If you do so, this Digimon gains plus 2000 DP and can attack an unsuspended Digimon on your opponent's field. So the combo here is you get to your L5, you digivolve for 3 for X. If you have a BT13 and a BT13 Bao Hakmon and Hakmon, you may play a Sistermon for free. That leaves you to digivolving just for 1 to a Jesmon X. And that's the perfect Evo. Next we've got our L7, our boss, Jesmon GX. When digivolving, you may digivolve this card, by the way, for 5 to any Royal Knight in its trait. And when digivolving, you may place a Royal Knight of 13 cost or below beneath this Digimon's Digivolution cards. If you do so, you may activate that Royal Knight's when digivolving effects. So, for example, when you digivolve to GX, you may tuck under your source's Ganku X, and you will inherit all of the you will trigger rather the when digivolving effects of Ganku X. And by the way, I actually forgot for GX. For each Royal Knight in its trait, you get security check +1. It's piercing, and it has blocker. So it's a very good boss card. So our Sistermons are actually the one that makes this deck a little bit inconsistent because of their color. However, they are also the key to your OTK, and the way Sistermons support Jesmon is actually very cool, since it's themed, right? And each Sistermon complements your deck or the Jesmon figure. So let's take a look at them. Our first Sistermon will be from ST, Sistermon Nor. On play, for 4 cost, reveal top 3 cards of your deck. You may choose one with either Hakmon, Jesmon, or Royal Knight in its trait, and you may place it to your hand. Then trash the rest of the cards. At the end of your phase, or if you have a Hakmon or a Royal Knight in its trait, all of them gains reboot. So it's actually a good card. You can swing with GX, and if you have this one, it gains reboot. You know, GX becomes your blocker, a big blocker at that matter. Next we've got Sistermon Blanc. Sistermon Blanc's effect is, on play, you may trash 1 card from your hand to trigger draw 2. However, its other effect is that if you have a Royal Knight in its trait, or a Hakmon in the field, this Digimon gains decoy for red and black Digimons. So if your Digimon would get deleted, let's say by a Gaia Force, or anything like that, you can trigger Sistermon Blanc's effect and sacrifice her in place of your Jesmon or Gankumon. Next we've got Sistermon Nor from BT6. On play, gain 1 memory, so it's technically just playing for 3, and all of your Royal Knight or Hakmon in its name gains 2000 for all turns. Next we've got Sistermon Blanc. Sistermon Blanc's effect is, on play, trigger draw 1 card, and during your main phase, or during your opponent's turn rather, all of your Sistermon are blockers as long as there is a Hakmon or Royal Knight present in your field. Next we've got Sistermon Ciel. Sistermon Ciel's effect is, on play, you may digivolve one of your Digimon to a Royal Knight or to a Hakmon in its name. And if you do so once per turn, you gain 1 memory. So the combo is you digivolve for 3 with Jesmon X. You summon Sistermon Nor, or Sistermon CL rather. Then you digivolve for 4 with GX instead of 5. So that's it for our Sistermons. Next we'll go to our maybe cards or auxiliary cards. So the first cards that we have for auxiliary cards is Master the Disciple. For 2 cost, this is an option card. On play, reveal top 3 cards and you may get either a Hakmon, a Sistermon, or a Royal Knight in its trait. As you can see, Master the Disciple also shares that trait, the Royal Knight trait. So if you reveal another Master the Disciple card, you may pick that out and then trash the remaining or trash the rest. Its effect on security is just to activate the main effect. On delay, you may digivolve one of your Digimon to a Royal Knight or to a Hakmon in its name, and if you do so, I think it's reduce Digivolution cost by 1. Next, we've got the promo Hakmon. The promo Hakmons are actually good since it has a security effect. But when it's hidden security, after battle, delete 4k DP or lower. Then add it to hand. If you did not delete anything by that effect, trigger draw 1 and then add this card also to hand. So it also serves as a draw power or draw engine for your deck. Next, we've got 1 Chimeramon. You may digivolve or you may DNA digivolve 2 of your level 4s, and then you may tuck in a level 5 or lower from your trash to this Digimon's Digivolution source. So it's also a great L5. It's also a tech card for L5. And then when you do so, by the way, when you DNA digivolve, you may reduce the DP of your opponent's field or one of your opponent, I believe. I'll have to check that again. And then it's minus 1k for each color that this Digimon has. And if this Digimon has 4 colors, it gains plus 4k, which you won't actually trigger. Next we've got is the Cohen or Crimson Blaze. So this is actually a good card against swarm decks. The reason why is you can reduce its play cost for the number of Digimons that your opponent has in play. Other than that, you may delete 6000 DP or lower, or you may delete all of your opponent's 6000 DP and lower during that turn. And until your opponent's end turn, if you cast this during your turn, your opponent will not be able to play Digimon by FX. So it's a good way to shut down the Anubismon deck, the Commandermon deck, the Lugamon deck. So yeah. Next one we've got, or last one we've got the Solarmon from ST. Its main effect is players rather can't reduce play cost. So they can't play Daxmon while reducing the cost. X-Ross decks have to delete this Digimon by the Rulamon. If you're playing against an RK deck or Royal Knight deck, they have to play a Marcus just to delete it, or they have to fully play either Omnimon or Dukemon's effect just to delete this Digimon. So that's how powerful this 3 cost is. Now if you are playing with a different meta in your LGS, you may switch this out to a different 3 cost. So there are other cards that could replace this, like Gaussmon, which players or your opponent can reduce their Digivolution cost. The next one would be Gotsumon. the new Gotsumon from BT14, which says that your opponent can special summon Digimons, so it's like a mini Cohen, right? So yeah, I believe that's it. And if you like this video, I hope you click like and subscribe. And do let me know if I missed out anything or anything that could make this deck a little bit better. So it's King again from Eastside Royal Knights, and peace out.